Welcome to another episode of Great Things with Adrian. Today we are in Brooklyn at Queen Ann Ravioli, and we are talking all things pasta. Come inside, come shopping with me, and let's eat. George, what's up?
Hey!
How are we doing?
I'm all right. What a surprise.
Thank you for inviting me to Queen Ann.
My pleasure.
I'm excited to see the state-of-the-art machines that you have here.
The state-of-the-art.
That you use to make all this beautiful pasta.
What you mean is my museum quality machinery. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
Take me through your museum.
Okay, let's start over here. Machinery that's older than you.
Wow.
So over here we have a tortellini machine.
One of my favorite cuts. Right.
This is the machine that forms the tortellini. That's the machine that makes the dough for the machine. So you notice.
Okay, so it's buttoned out here. You put it on this
Right.
roll.
In other words, like a paper towel.
Right.
Right. And then making one, using one, making one, using one. And then there's your final product, the tortellini. Right now we're making a cheese filling.
There's something relaxing about watching this machine. Huh?
The pounding, the clanking,
Yeah.
the banging, you know, it
Yeah.
becomes like a music to your ears.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm sitting in the office, and if I hear something out of whack, bang.
You can hear it right away.
I can hear it right. We all could. You
Right.
can all hear if something's running the
So
right
much
way.
pasta. This is the tortellini machine. The things that everyone comes to you for.
Right. The round ravioli.
The
This
round
is
ravioli.
Probably the biggest selling item that we have is the round ravioli, the round cheese ravioli.
Mm-hmm.
And now these machines are old. This is maybe about a 40-year-old machine. Look, this is a grommola and this is a mixer. So right now that's mixing flour, water, and egg.
Flour,
and then
water,
at some point it's going to get dropped into the grommola. The grommola basically kneads the dough, right, and takes all the air pockets out. Someone says to me, George, how come you don't automate and blah, 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 blah. And I go, but people don't want automated.
Yes.
They want what I'm doing, which is the same thing I did from day one.
Right.
First thing I walked in, my friends, Georgie, oh, I know you. You're going to turn it upside down. What are you going to do? Well, I says, I'm not going to do anything. If it ain't
Keep it
broke,
as is.
don't fix it.
Yeah.
And that's how it's been all the time I've been here. Same flour company for 50 years, you know, kind of boring.
Well, I think there's a special touch. There's an art form to it,
Yeah,
right?
I'm good at what I'm doing because we're doing it old school.
Right.
You know, there's really not much that, has to go into it. Computerized machinery or automation and things like that.
Could you do more? Yes. Could you
Yeah.
Could you produce more? Yes. Does it take away from the specialness? I think so.
Yeah. I wouldn't be who I am or what the people want or expect of me.
Sure.
I'd be throwing that out the window.
Right.
Look, I like to eat. Right?
So do I.
Necessity is the mother of invention. You like to eat, learn how to cook.
So this is back of house, I would call. In the front is where you have all your products lined up. Can you show me some of the things that you kind of sell here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Come on.
This reminds me of my childhood. Everybody, you go in the city, you get a sandwich, and I'm always like, God, it's terrible. I grew up with delis that were like, you felt like you were going to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Whether it was the pasta, the sandwiches, the sauces, anything that they had, it was like gourmet.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it. Yeah,
Right.
there was a lot of pride going around too, in those days. But basically, if you look at the wall, this is all pasta we manufacture, but without egg. So it's shelf stable, dry is what we call it.
Yeah.
Now over here is, as we're producing it right now, this is product made with egg. Over here is some of the raviolis we make that are special in terms of filling. The specialty filled items are served frozen. Right now there's a red heart ravioli for Valentine.
Oh. So you're saying I need this, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be a special.
You need this, and
I'll
I
be
get
a
you
good
some,
boyfriend if I bring this.
and we get you some sauce for that.
See that?
It's a gimmick.
That's sweet, but I like that. It's it's always thinking about new ways to kind of like sell.
Well, you got to give the
Special
restaurants
things.
ammunition is how I put it. And what I mean by that is you just can't say, well, all I have is cheese ravioli. Well, I mean, cheese ravioli, how many different sauces can I add to that to jazz that up?
My dad would have been happy with just cheese ravioli.
Well,
we ate cheese ravioli growing up. My dad was Italian, so Italian-American. So we ate a lot of pasta in the house. And so there was like a day of the week that we always knew, oh yeah, we're gonna have cheese
Sundays
ravioli.
was us.
Yeah.
But here's like tortellini that you saw making on the machine right there. Tortolone, a larger size. Then there's the meat filled. We make the potato gnocchi.
Now you've been around for how long exactly?
Here?
82?
Well, 82 to 85 was 3 years. Now 90 to now is 35. So 38 years if my math is correct.
And what would you
doing this?
What would you say is the secret? Because I think a lot of business owners, as we were talking about before, there's a lot of things this neighborhood specifically has changed so much.
So the secret to longevity, the secret to staying, it's attitude.
It's attitude.
It's attitude. You have to like what you do. You should love what you do. It would be a blessing if you loved what you did. But just for the hell of it, if you liked it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a people
The process,
person.
everything about it.
Yeah. Individual customers, I'll talk them up, even though I don't know them.
Right.
You know, I'm a cockurone, as they used to say, a blabbermouth.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm a people person. I like to, you know, meet people, find commonalities with them. My life is getting to the point where, like they say, it's a small world.
Right.
With me, the world is getting smaller.
Yeah.
So these are cheese ravioli that were made on that machine this morning. So there's really nothing fresher except me.
Just take one big bite. That's good cheese. Oh, man. Brooklyn's changed, right?
Brooklyn has changed dramatically, and the clientele that I would normally serve, you know, have left Brooklyn, I believe, in droves. The neighborhood's changed, but really in a sense where it's just new friends doing things different. So now I've become more unique.
You've been in business a long time. As a business owner, have you ever experienced something that was like a hardship? Have you ever gone through a tough time and thought to yourself, maybe this is it?
No, whatever you throw at me, it's just in my nature to overcome it. If the point comes where I can't overcome it, well, then that's the point where it's over.
Right.
But I haven't met that point yet.
Now, you choose to go about the food business in a very unique way. You don't want to change anything. Like you said, if it's broke, don't fix it. If there was someone who was wanting to get into this industry, whether it's making pasta or just getting into the restaurant business in general, is there advice that you would give them?
Well, my advice would be think twice, but if you have a passion for it and it's what you want to do, then this is how empires are made.
Right.
You know, you start small with one hot dog stand, all of a sudden now you're Nathan's. Stay with it.
You're lucky if you love it, is what you said before, but it's the best if you like it.
Yeah, liking it is a minimum. You really got to like what you're doing.
It. Yeah. Especially if it requires this amount of attention to detail and work, right? Because this is not something where it's just like you said, we could have machines here that could do all the work for you and could be super mechanical all hands, but you choose to have this set up because you're passionate about it.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you're feeding people, you're making a product that someone's putting in their mouth. So now there's a whole level of responsibility too that you have to understand that comes with it. Try it, I would say, go for it.
Which I think is great advice.
Yeah.
Now, would you ever expand out of state? Would you ever open another one?
There's only one made.
There's only one made. Well, George, I really appreciate you inviting us out to Brooklyn.
Well, I'm happy.
Queen Ann, had a great time.
Good, I'm glad.
Where can they find you in Brooklyn? Just tell the folks at home.
7205 18th Avenue in the heart of once was Brooklyn's Little Italy. You could look for me in the frozen section of your favorite supermarket, or maybe in your own refrigerator.
Yeah.
Right?
You're everywhere.
I've sort of,
Pleasure.
And I'm going to go out and I'm going to try to exercise.
Okay.
All right, and then
we've got a deal. I'm definitely
maybe I'm going to interview you one day.
I'm going to take some things home with me today.
Yes, you are.
Which will be even better.
Yes,
Thank you all for another episode of Great Things with Adrian. We'll see you next time.